Hi, welcome to another Storytime video with Librarian Meli. I haven't been uploading as much as I want to upload, but I'm back, and one of my goals for 2020 is to upload more frequently, more Storytime videos, and also perhaps review books that I'm reading. I tend to read a lot of teenage YA books. So anyway, I found this book, Not Quite Snow White, by Ashley Franklin, illustrated by Ebony Glenn, and I loved it. And you'll see why. Okay. This here. Okay. For Tamika, it was always the right time and place to dance and sing. Tamika had a hip-rolling happy dance, a swayful sad dance, a stomping mad dance, and a hair-flicking just because she felt fabulous dance. So something like... That's good. She has a dance for every mood. She could express that energy, those feelings. She sang high with the tweeting birds and low with the croaking frogs. She always shared her love of music and movement with an audience, stuffed and unstuffed. So what does that mean? Stuffed means toys, and unstuffed is like animals, birds, or people, because we're not stuffed. Okay. Tamika loved the stage. It was her perfect place. She was a star of every show, and she loved every show that she starred in. She had been a cucumber, a space cowgirl, a dinosaur, and her favorite part, a singing mermaid. Wow. That's pretty impressive. Which one would you want to be? I would definitely want to be a space cowgirl. Being a dinosaur would be cool too, though. On stage, Tamika felt like she could be anything or anyone she wanted to be, but she had never been a princess. Now she would have her chance. Tamika was so excited that she went to both days of audition for the Snow White musical. On the first day, she arrived super early. She helped friends with their lines, kept count for the dancers, and she shooed butterflies from nervous tummies so songs could be sung. She's very helpful. After the audition, Tamika heard some of the other kids whispering. She can't be Snow White. She's too tall. She's too chubby. She's too brown. Are those things true? Tamika looked at her legs. They were long. Maybe the kids were right. A princess shouldn't be taller than her prince. Should she? She looked at her belly. Maybe what the kids said was true. She could not remember any chubby princesses. Tamika looked at her skin. She was brown. How could a girl with brown skin play a princess like Snow White? Could those kids be wrong? Maybe she was wrong for wanting to be this princess. Do you think she's wrong or the kids are wrong? Tamika slouched and sucked in her belly. She tried pulling down her sleeves, but there was no getting around being brown. For the first time, she didn't feel like dancing or singing. Why didn't she feel like dancing or singing? She was sad. Sorry. Here we go. At dinner, Tamika didn't tap her feet or clang rhythms with her spoon. Is something wrong? Asked her mom. The other kids said I'm too tall, too chubby, and too brown, that I'm not right for Snow White, said Tamika. You've got it all wrong, Mom said. You are tall enough, chubby enough, and brown enough to be a perfect princess. Besides, said her dad, Snow White is just pretend. You've always been my real princess. You're just enough of all the right stuff. He kissed her forehead. Tamika smiled. Maybe her parents were onto something. At the audition the next day, Tamika watched all the other kids get on stage and do their best. It was Tamika's turn at last. She remembered what her parents had said, but her long legs were still a little jittery. She closed her eyes and imagined she was singing and dancing for her favorite audience of friends, the stuffed and unstuffed. Then she remembered the joy she felt when performing. Tamika knew she could do it. So she was nervous, but then she remembered that she loves to perform. So if you love something and are passionate about it, there's no need to be nervous. You got it. And she did. She shone like the star she was. She could act, she could dance, she could sing. She loved herself as much as she loved music and movement. Yay! Look at her being herself and shining. Tamika was a perfectly poised princess. When her audition was over, Tamika looked out to smiling faces. Tamika wasn't too much of anything. She got like a standing ovation, I just noticed. Wow. A standing ovation is like a highest form of applauding, of people giving respect to you. So they're sitting and they stood up for you. Maybe she was just enough of all the right stuff. So there you have it, a short, sweet little story about not letting others tell you what you can and cannot do, okay? Don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't do something because you're too tall, you're too skinny, you're too fat, you're too short, you're too young, you're too old. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that to yourself, and don't ever let anybody tell you what you can and cannot do, who you can or cannot love, okay? Bye.